I guess I'm live. The new Facebook thing is new to me. But hi, everybody. Hello. How are you? I hope you're all feeling healthy and wonderful and doing great. Staying smart, which is the most important thing, is staying smart and staying healthy and following. Ciao, Bella Anna. Thank you for popping in and viewing me today. The angels kept talking to me today about law of attraction, karma, and coming from a place of love. So I just thought I'd go ahead and share some of this with you, how we can create a better life and a wonderful life for us. Hello, beautiful Samantha. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. I hope you're all doing great. I mean, Tilly and I are great. We're doing well. We're healthy, and thank goodness that we continue to be smart about it as we move forward. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about law of attraction and coming from a place of love. Hello, beautiful Colleen. Thank you. Good afternoon to you. Oh, thank you, Samantha. It's a little windy out there. Also, I would have went outside today. There's still a little bit more work to do until we get settled, and hopefully we can open the pool in a couple weeks. Hello, beautiful Paula. Thank you so much for popping in and hanging out with me. You know, we hang out together. That's wonderful. I'm glad, Samantha. I love all your posts and your cooking. I love all the. I have a passion for cooking. You know. It's always been a passion of mine. So I love when I see people post their food and what they make and cook, and I get to see it, and I love that. I love that because there's a lot of love in cooking. Although I stopped baking because I put on a few pounds, and I said, oh, no more, no more baking. But anyway, I wanted to talk about, like it says, about law of attraction, karma, and coming from a place of love, how we create our own reality, everything that happens to us that comes back to us. And if you all know, and most of you do, is that we were made in the image of God. And this is not about religion. This is about spirituality, and a lot of it. But since we were made in the image of God, that means we are able to co-create our lives. And even though God is 100% love, he loves unconditionally, he doesn't punish, he doesn't judge, he doesn't find fault. Although religion says that, he really doesn't, because someone who loves unconditionally accepts you for who you are. Okay, so what you think, say, and do out to the universe is going to come back to you. You create your own reality. You create your own suffering by what you think, say, and do. Okay, so what you put out there is going to come back to you, or your karma. So this is where you co-create. And so, and suffering is self-inflicted. No one makes you suffer. It's your views about what someone does that causes the suffering. It's not what someone does. Okay, so you have to see things in a more positive, more loving way as God sees things. And this is how we create a wonderful law of attraction and karma. So we don't judge, we don't find fault. We recognize people for who they are, and that's okay. Because you don't judge or find fault. You don't, like some people say, well, I hope karma comes and bites you in the ass. And I'm like, don't say that. Don't wish that on people. When you say that, it's a negative thing. That's ego, and it's going to come back to you in a negative way. But if you come from a place of love, if you say something or you do something from a place of love, something that you really believe in, and someone takes it the wrong way, Does that make it wrong? No, it does not make it wrong. That person is creating a law of attraction and karma for themselves. And you don't want to attach themselves to someone that's negative. If someone fails to see your actions or your thoughts or your words coming from a place of love, it is not your responsibility to change it. You can try if you want. But what I've known from my experiences in this, once someone has their mind made up, you can't change it. So now it comes back to you. How do you deal with it? Are you hurt? Are you offended? Are you upset? Are you angry? Are you frustrated? These are all negative energies. And remember, what you think, say, and do out to the universe comes back to you. It's your karma. So now you're putting these negative energies out that are going to come back to you in some form, way, or whatever. So if someone doesn't see you coming from a place of love, how are you going to react? Don't feel guilty. Don't feel the need to apologize. Do not allow anyone to make you feel guilty from doing something that you thought was the right thing to do. Okay, if you explain yourself that means that you feel that you did something wrong. And if you stay in a place where you feel you did something wrong or that you're guilty, again, these are negative energies, thoughts, words, and actions that you're putting out to the universe, your karma. It's going to come back to you in a negative way. Now, you don't stand up that you're all righteous, that you're better than everybody else. That doesn't work either. You stay in a place of love. And if you're in a place of love, you don't have to feel righteous and better than everybody else. It's just you're not there from a place of love. You're in a place of peace. And if someone doesn't recognize your actions or your words or what you do from a place of love, means they're suffering. So what do? You send them love. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to do anything like that. You just send them love because they are not open to a place of love, of healing, and even like forgiveness. If you feel like, we all know about forgiveness, forgiving people, but if you have to be in a place of forgiveness, means you found fault with what somebody did. I don't find fault with what people do. What I do is I recognize that they're suffering. So I'm not going to find fault. I'm not going to find blame with them. I recognize that they're suffering, so I send them love. Now, I don't stay attached to that, because if you find fault with what somebody has done wrong, means you had automatically attached yourself to their karma and law of attraction. And that's not where you want to be. You send them love. You don't get angry with them. You don't get frustrated with them. You just let them be. Because they are co-creating their law of attraction and karma as well as you are. So now, pay attention in the moment, or living right now, this very second, this very moment. Whatever you think, say, and do is an investment into your future. So what are you investing into your future? Is it coming from a place of love? Well, it's going to come back to you. Are you frustrated? Are you angry? Are you blaming? Are you finding fault? Are you judging? Are you spreading negative things on Facebook? Are you spreading negative things by gossip? Because this is all an investment into your future, what's going to come back to you. But if you stay in a place of love and understanding and love is so important to your wonderful law of attraction and karma. You are the co-creator. You were made in the image of God. You have God inside of you. You have the power to create what's happening in your life. God doesn't judge you. He loves unconditionally, 100%. And we as humans don't have that ability. We try to, but we don't have that ability. So don't be sad. Don't be angry. Don't be frustrated. Don't try to get revenge. Allow people to be who they are and create their own law of attraction and karma. It's not your job to change people. It's your job to change you, how you see things, how you react to things, how you determine things. This is what leads to a healthy, happy life. Without stress, without worry, without concern. If something blows up in your life and something that causes you to worry, you got to stop worrying, because this is the divine. These are your angels divine coming in and shaking your life up because you're not following your path, or they're answering your prayers. If you're looking to make more money or having a better job or to be healthy, whatever it is, they're going to shake things up. They're going to take away what is unhealthy or what's not bringing more money into your life. And you cannot be upset by that. You have to stay in a place of love and know that better things are coming, wonderful things are coming. With what we're going through right now, this is something that I never expected. And we just have to stay positive and go with what's happening. Connecting to wisdom and knowledge. Okay. This is where we need to be. This was going to happen regardless. Truths and what's real is coming out. And so now what are we going to do with it? Are we going to point fingers and blame this person, that person? No, we're not. We're going to come from a place of love. We're going to come together and get through this together. And it's the same thing with anything in your life. If you are positive and know that whatever is happening is going to benefit you, not worry. Because if you're in a place of worry, remember your law of attraction and karma. What you think, say, and do out to the universe is going to come back to you. So if you're in a place of worry, it's going to come back. Yeah. Now, I know it's easier said than done. A lot of people, I hear it all the time. I've been there. It took me years to get to the place I am today. And so we're so programmed and conditioned to think a certain way, to worry, to have fear, to find fault, to blame. Because we grew up that way, we were taught that way, and this is the way society is. But we can change. If we were conditioned to believe and to act a certain way, we can certainly be conditioned to act a different way. And it's all about you. So this is where you would call onto your angels to help you recognize when you're in a negative state or a state of ego. Ego, E-G-O, stands for edging God out. So when you're in a place of ego, which is anything that's negative, worry, fear, doubt, lacking courage, lacking confidence, finding fault, blaming, complaining, being angry. If something makes you angry, or something makes you worry, pay attention to that. That means you have to act to make it better. You have to put some love on it, okay? And that's where you need to make that adjustment. My phone's going off. I apologize. That's where you need to make adjustments. So if you're in a place of worry, fear, or doubt, anything that's negative, that's a sign to tell you have to change it to something of love. Okay, and that's where it's going to give you power. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard, but you can do it with practice every single day. Call on your angels to help you recognize when you're in an ego state or when you're in a negative state to change it. Years ago, I used to surrender my ego to God every day. And sometimes I used to do it several times a day. I would say, God, take my ego, I don't want it. Keep me in a place of love, of positivity, because when you're in a place of love, when you truly love yourself, you're in a place of love. That means you see love with everybody else, because remember, it's your karma and law of attraction. What you think, say, and do out to the universe determines how much you love yourself. Okay, so you want to make sure that you stay in that place. It's really, really important. like I said, it's difficult to get there, but you can get there. You can recognize, you can pay attention what in that moment. There were times where I would be panicking or having a panic attack, whatever, and I would have to bring myself back to saying, Cindy, you're creating your future, your law of attraction. Do you really want this in your future? No, I'm taking myself out of this. I know everything wonderful is supposed to happen in my life, and I'm going to stay positive for the wonderful things in my life. And I'm going to be excited for the wonderful things in my life because there are nothing negative. And that is the truth. Once you come to that reality, there's nothing negative, there's nothing bad. There's never anything bad. There's always good. Because good and love is the highest and most powerful energy that there is. And bad doesn't exist. Because ego, EGO, edging God out, doesn't exist. We created ourselves and we believe it. So whenever anything negative that we think is negative in our lives actually is meant to happen because it's giving us the opportunity to enhance our law of attraction and karma. At every given moment, we are given the opportunity to love, the opportunity to understand, the opportunity to show compassion, the opportunity to forgive, the opportunity to heal. So when something happens, we're given that opportunity to make things better, not make things worse. So if you're angry, if you're finding fault, if you're upset, you're given the opportunity to change that. No one can hurt you. No one can do anything wrong to you unless you allow it to, unless you allow that negativity to come into your life. If someone does something that's unacceptable, you're given a red flag showing you who this person is. So this person is showing you who they are and you're getting angry with them. You should, I go, thank you, God, for showing me who this person is. So now I know I have to distance myself from this person. This is not the right person in my life. I'm not going to get angry at the person. I'm going to give gratitude. Gratitude is really important too. So when you give gratitude to these things that happen in your life, then guess what? Your life's the bomb diggity. So it's the way you see things and know that everything, when you come from a place of love, you have this understanding. Your consciousness is at a higher level. We're all equal. Some of us have a higher consciousness and some of us don't. And it doesn't mean somebody's better than anybody else. I don't assume myself to be better than anybody else because I'm laid back. I accept people for who they are, you know. And if they get me, they get me. If they don't, they don't. It's not my concern. My concern is what I do, the love that I put out into the universe, whether somebody gets me or not, or thinks I'm a terrible person. That's not my concern. My concern is what I do, not with how you feel. It's not my job to try to make everybody happy. My job is to make me happy. Well, I got somebody at the door right now. So I'm going to go answer the door. Hopefully I'll come back. But hang in there, stay positive, stay loving, and you're going to be all right. I hope I understanding something. So I'm going to go into my door and see who it is. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.